It's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paycor Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Atlanta Falcons and the Cincinnati Bengals. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They'll come out throwing here on first down. That's to the speedster Olamide Zaccheaus. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll look to throw here. Throw left side. There's London. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 16 more on that one and another first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Zaccheaus here hauling it in. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 21. 23 yards the pickup there. Well, another completion right there. And again, Charles, good time in the pocket. That offensive line on this opening drive been really solid.
They've been more than solid. They've really tamped down the pass rush and kept him safe in the pocket, able to look around, find his target, and deliver. He's got to make sure he tells their offensive line in the huddle, thanks, fellas. Let's keep it going.
They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that'll make it 2nd down. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right?
That's true.
But when you're young, it's really important to get off to a good start because it does build up that confidence and allows him to play better as the game goes on.
Especially crucial here on the road. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
So on 4th down, Ritter heads to the sideline. Younghoe Koo gets set for the Atlanta field goal. Koo knocks this one through the post, and the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. I think we can safely say they came out to be aggressive on the opening series, Charles. They didn't run the ball once. All that passing, it does get them the 3-0 lead.
I think what we saw there, partner, was a true definition of football balance, which means doing what you want to when you want to on offense. And in this case, it was throwing the football. They may mix in running the football a little bit more as this game goes on. But this opening drive, while it stalled out, it still gave them 3 points. That's right.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Bengals set to take over. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Hey, what we got?
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Burrow will throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Boyd. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Burrow on 3rd down. Complete to his tight end Sample. And he is going to have a Bengals first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that will bring up 2nd down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. And Burrow going to throw again. And that's caught one more time by Boyd. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc. Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow out to the left. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Falcons grab it. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position after a turnover. I feel like I might have them a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now a play fake here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on third down. Looking to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Patterson. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now fourth down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will make it 6-0. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
Bring it! Come on, boys! Playmaker, step up right now! Let's go, man! Let's do it! Every day, let's do what we do every day. Oh, man. Let's do this. Let's rock and roll.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over. Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. He completes it to Boyd. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now it's Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
First carry now for Chris Evans. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 6-0 our score after 1. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Now it's Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Fourth down, out comes the punter, Drew Chrisman. Avery Williams deep for Atlanta. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. And their two drives thus far both led to points, albeit both field goals, so the lead just 6-0, but the ability to move the ball is evident.
Well, that's, heartening, as they say, but it's not what they're about. What they're about is putting the ball in the end zone and putting sixes on the board. So if you're the offensive coordinator, you like what you're doing, but you don't love it. You've got to find a way to ring that bell. Then you can have a little self-satisfied grin. Right now, a little more determination is needed. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now here's a throw that's complete, and he'll be corralled right around the 34. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Bengals will take over here just shy of the 30. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throw right side into the hands of the tight end Sample. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. Looking to throw again on second down. Burrow. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
Yeah, they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe, because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
From the 44, Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On second down, here's Mixon. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And the ball is knocked out. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Bengals are an extra point away now from moving out in front. Well, he scrambled outside of the pocket, wondered what was going to happen there. He fired a dart. That's what happened.
He certainly did. Scrambled left, looked left, and then left it in the receiver's hands with some dispatch.
In the receiver's hands, in the end zone for the score.
Let's go, man. You call it? We all in guys ready to get it over right now. Big week, every week. Baby, play it to the whistle. It's one play at a time, baby. I'm coming. Here we go. Let's go, man. Let's go, baby. Turn it up. Who gonna make a block, baby? Make plays, y'all. Make plays.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Atlanta now coming out on the field. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. On first down, he'll drop to throw. That'll be taken in by Damiere Byrd. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
I'm back for it, boys.
Back to throw now on first down. They'll get this into the hands of Byrd. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. And just a yard to go here on second down. Now back to throw. Got a man, it's London. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throw caught here by Bird. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. 1st and 10 right at the 20. This is to Pitts on the quick slant. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Back to throw again. Going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again. And the Falcons are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
This pass complete, out wide to Pitts. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on what ought to be the final act of this first half. So we're at halftime with our score 7-6 in a tough-fought first half. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And he returns this to the 22. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. To Mixon on the check down. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one,
they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. To the air again, Burrow. And it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
And caught by London. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. So a definite surprise there. They try the fake punt, but this time it's going to blow up in their face, CD.
Yeah, it certainly has. And look, I understand what they're trying to do. They're trailing right now, probably trying to generate some momentum. But that felt like one of those go-for-broke type of a plays in a situation where I don't know that they needed to do that. They still have opportunities, and in this case, they took a chance, and it backfired.
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
It'll be a gain of just a yard at its 2nd down. Now it's Burrow. Throw left side complete to Chase. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 32-yard line. 10 yards there on a Bengal 1st. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Again, it's Mixon. And this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here as the Falcons defense yet again drops him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. We'll see what they have drawn up here a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. On 3rd down, Burrow. And that will be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So on fourth down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
They can't stop us. Let's go, man. This is where you step up. Right here, baby.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready at their 25-yard line. Now Patterson to start the drive. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On play action, they'll throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. Going for the deep ball. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Burrow. Open man is Higgins. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. On 3rd and 1, Burrow. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Into the hands of London. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. Toward the sideline, and he will have the 1st down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. Ritter's pass completes a Pitts. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Complete to Zacchaeus. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He'll look to throw. It's caught. Smith. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
They'll look to throw again. Zacchaeus here hauling it in. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. First and 10, it's Patterson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Again, Patterson. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
The Falcons on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. They're going to look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Bengals will get the football back. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. The 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, an even 90 yards. And the Bengals use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Well, they were back in the shadows of their own goalpost, and that flipped quickly.
So much for playing it safe. I mean, the conservative, easy call, run the football, take care of it, create some space, punt the ball away. But no, let's throw it. And sometimes a defense's aggressiveness is used against them because when you get people backed up, your natural inclination is to try and really force them back, and sometimes they get burned that way.
And they got burned there. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready at their own 23. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throw caught here by Bird. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Back to throw now on first down. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 46. And this throw will be intercepted. Chidobe with a pick. And the Bengals are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And really a nice job there to make something out of that run, sidestepping defenders for a pickup of 4. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Disrupting that play and dropping him was Arnold Ebiketie.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on third down. Here's Burrow. He's got a man complete. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They hand off to their big tight end. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
You got to be ready for anything when you play defense against this head coach. That is not something you'd expect to see here in the red zone, but it winds up getting him a few yards.
Mixon trying to punch it in. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon punching it in from a yard away. And the Bengals have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
And we know they won't get their names in the stat sheet, but the offensive line has to get all the credit for that touchdown run. Tremendous job of blocking, paving the way for the 6 points.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now.
That's what it is. That's what it is, man.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage. They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Out of the gun now on third down. And that is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
Let's do this, man. It's showtime, baby.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Mixing up the middle. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 47 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
They'll give it to Mixon, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you can win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.